Okay, so far we've learned how to add monomials, how to subtract monomials. We've just finished learning how to multiply monomials. Now we're going to learn how to divide monomials, okay? Now, dividing monomials and multiplying monomials are similar. The sign rules are the same. If the signs are the same, then the answer is positive. If the signs are different, then the answer is negative, okay? That's the sign rule is the same. The exponent rule is almost the same. It's actually opposite. When you multiply monomials, you add the exponents. When you divide monomials, you actually subtract the exponents, okay? So that's the rule for dividing monomials. We subtract the exponents. With that in mind, let's get started. Let's look at these two terms. Let's look at we always start off by looking at the sign. We see that the sign up here is positive. I know it's positive because there's no sign. Whenever there's no sign, that means it's positive. And the sign down here is negative. So I know my answer is going to be negative because they're different. Whenever in multiplication or division, when the signs are different, our answers are going to be negative. So since our signs are different, I know my answer is going to be negative. Now I'm going to divide. What? 20 divided by 4. What's the answer? Well, I know that 4 times 5 equals 20, so my answer has to be 5. Because that's how you divide. You ask yourself, what times 4 equals 20? Well, 5 times 4 equals 20, so that's my answer, negative 5. Now, remember I told you that you subtract the exponents. So when there's no exponent, you already know that it's 1, right? So what's 5 minus 1? 4. So I'm going to put a to the 4th. And here, what's 6 minus 5? 1. So it's b to the 1st. But I don't write the 1 up here. It's understood to be there. And that's our first problem. It's completed. Pretty painless, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's look at our signs. Our signs are the same, so we know that our answer is going to be positive. So we're not even going to write any sign here. It's positive. Then I ask myself, what's 12 divided by 6? Well, to find the answer, the way I do it is I ask myself, well, what times 6 equals 12? 2 times 6 equals 12. So I'm going to put a 2 here. That's my answer, because 12 divided by 6 is 2. And then I'm going to subtract my exponents. Well, there's a 1 here and a 1 here. That gives me 0, a to the 0 power. Okay, now what's a to the 0 power? I've never seen that before. Well, a to the 0 power is the same as 1. Any number to the 0 power is 1. Even if it's a gazillion, to the 0 power, your answer is 1. So let's take the a, let's move the a to the 0 power. Instead of writing a to the 0 power, we're going to write 1. Okay? And then we've got b squared and b to the 1st. So we subtract that and we get b. So 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times b is 2b. Okay? That's your answer there. Pretty simple, huh? Okay, so let's look at our signs. Are our signs the same or different? They're different. So I know my answer is going to be negative. And 63 divided by 7 is what? Well, what times 7 gives me 63? 9. 9 times 7 gives me 63. So I have 9 here. 63 divided by 7 equals 9. Then I subtract my exponents. 2 minus 1 is 1, so that's just y to the 1st. And 3 minus 2 is 1, so that's just z to the 1st. And there's my answer. Okay, let's go a little faster. Okay, here I've got a 1 coefficient, so anything divided by 1 is that number. So what times 1 equals 9? 9. So my answer is 9. The signs are different, so I know it's negative. This is just going to be a, because 2 minus 1 is a. And 2 minus 2, we could just say they cancel out, right? Or we could say they equal 1. We could just cancel them out, because 1 times anything is going to be, so what is going to be that same number? So 1 times negative 9a is negative 9a. So I don't even write the 1. You don't even have to write the 1. So here we just cancel them out, and we get c to the 3rd, c to the 1st. 3 minus 1 is 2, so it's c squared. That's my answer there. Let's go to the next one. There's no number. My signs are the same, so it's positive. So I'm just going to write a 2 because this is understood to be 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. And then C, we subtract the exponents. 3 minus 2 is just C. And these just cancel out. That's my answer. Here the B's just cancel out. Or they equal 1, but in the end they cancel out. The 7 cancels out because they equal 1. And then I have left the A's and my C's. Well, 2 minus 1 is just 1, so it's A to the first. And 3 minus 1 is C to the second. That's my answer there. See, dividing monomials isn't that hard, is it? Okay, there we go. Okay, the signs are the same. When the signs are the same, my answer is positive, so I'm not even going to write a sign. Then I ask myself, what times 15 equals 30? Whatever my answer is, that's what 30 divided by 15 is. So what times 15 equals 30? Hope you said 2, because that's the answer, 2. Then I subtract 2 and 1. That gives me A to the first. 3 and 1. That gives me B to the second. And 4 and 3 gives me just C. That's my answer. My signs are different, so I know my answer is going to be negative. What times 7 equals 14? Whatever my answer is going to tell me what 14 divided by 7 equals. Well, 2 times 7 equals 14, so 14 divided by 7 equals 2. X to the third minus x to the first is x to the second, because 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, so I just write y to the first. And then these e's just cancel out. That's my answer. I've got the signs are different, so I know my answer is negative. What times 2 equals 4? 2. 3 minus 2 is just x, and the y cubes cancel out because they're the same. That's my answer. I could just cancel out the x squared. And then I ask myself, what times 2 equals 6? Well, 3. My signs are different, so I know it's negative. A to the fourth minus A to the first equals A to the third, right? 4 minus 1 is 3, so that's why it's A to the third. And then we already said these cancel out, so that's my answer. Signs are different. My sign is going to be negative. What times 4 equals 16? 4 times 4 equals 16. So my answer is 4. 16 divided by 4 equals 4. The A's cancel out. The B's cancel out. And I've got x to the third divided by x to the first. That gives me x squared. Because 3 minus 1 is 2. My answer there. I think I just have one more to go. 2 more. Okay. Now, there's a 1 understood to be here. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 3 minus 1 is x squared. And y to the third minus 2 is just y. Because 3 minus 2 is 1. So it's y to the first, but I don't write the 1. I just leave it blank. My signs are the same. They're both positive. So I know my answer is positive. What times 7 equals 14? 2. So 14 divided by 7 equals 2. The A's cancel out and the B's cancel out. My answer is 2. Alright, that was page 31. Pretty easy, huh? That's how you divide monomials.